Next up is Senator Hassan.
Well, thank you, Chairman Thune and Ranking Member Nelson. I'm so pleased to be joining you on this committee because the committee's work is, of course, so focused on expanding economic opportunity and supporting innovative businesses and keeping our economy moving forward. And Secretary Chao, it is great to be with you today. My husband, Tom, so enjoyed your conversation during orientation and sends his best wishes as well.
Thank you.
A major focus of the work, we've all been talking about it this morning as we talk about expanding jobs, expanding economic growth and creating jobs, is obviously around making sure our highways and our roads and bridges are modern and safe. And as we talk about really building that kind of foundation for a 21st century economy, I know when we visited this week in my office, you've been thinking a great deal about these issues. I look forward to working with you on them, and I am very grateful not only for your past government service, but also the way that will inform your work going forward. I just think it's a terrific resume
Thank
to
you.
bring. There are a couple of programs that have really, DOT programs that have really helped New Hampshire over the last few years, and I just wanted to touch on them briefly. One of the things we talked about in our meeting the other day was the importance of Tiger grants and TIFIA loans. You'll recall that it was a Tiger grant that really supported our capacity to refurbish our Memorial Bridge, a drawbridge over New Hampshire's port. And yes, New Hampshire does have a port. And so those competitive Tiger grants have helped New Hampshire in a number of other ways as well, because they really help fund projects that aren't suited to the more broad categories of funding grants. And then the TIFIA loan project has really been critical to our completion, our plans to complete Interstate I-93 in New Hampshire, both with lower interest rates and deferred payment schedules, and has proved to be, I think, really critical to a number of other rural areas for large surface transportation projects. So part of my question to you is just, are you familiar with the Tiger and TIFIA programs, or do you have a commitment to continuing to support them?
From all of my meetings with members of Congress, there seems to be one area of great agreement, and that's the utility of the Tiger grants. So I can't make a commitment at this point. I've been very impressed with how many members like it, and I look forward to reviewing it and seeing how much money can really be devoted to this. Currently $250 million. It's a very modest sum in this budget, and but I'd like to get more briefed on this topic. Look forward to working with you.
Great, great. And TIFIA, do you have any thoughts about the TIFIA program?
TIFIA also seems to be, again, another very important and valuable source of funding. And as we've talked about the infrastructure funding throughout our whole country, we need to be seeking more innovative and a more varied options of funding, and the TIFIA certainly has proven its worth. As to the specific amounts, that again would be a budgetary issue that I'll be looking at if I'm confirmed.
Great. We also spoke on Monday about the importance of commuter rail in the 21st century economy. Something I've learned a great deal about as governors. We've tried to focus on bringing commuter rail from Boston up to Nashua and Manchester, New Hampshire, not only because it's a boon to businesses supported by all our major chambers of commerce, but also because we're learning that the millennial workers really often don't want to own cars and really do like to see access to public transportation. So a project to bring commuter rail would not only require partnership between Massachusetts and New Hampshire, but also federal support to enhance that state and local effort. So are you committed to continuing to ensure federal support for this type of commuter rail project?
Passenger rail is among them, it's very popular with passengers. My father came down on Amtrak, as did my sisters. So this is an area that can obviously help with the environment. It is a wonderful alternative, and I have supported it in the past, and I look forward to reviewing it and getting an up-to-date briefing on this as we go forward.
Well, thank you. And just, I see my time is almost up. I just wanted to add my thoughts on the driverless cars or automated automobiles now. As we think about that technology, I hope we'll think about making it accessible to people who, for a variety of reasons, can't drive, and making sure that as new technology comes on board, its pricing doesn't prohibit the people who might benefit from it the most from using it.
Those are very good points, and I appreciate your bringing them up.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, Senator